Acting classes and acting programs at the Maggie Flanigan Studio train serious actors based on the Meisner Technique as originally conceived by Sanford Meisner. In this video, Makana reviews her time in the summer acting intensive and how working with Charlie online has been beneficial.
Honestly, I don't even know. I mean, I was someone who wanted to go to college for this or do it in high school. I'd never done it, always wanted to. I had no idea what to expect from the training. It's everything. Honestly, from, the listening to, I think that the listening is the biggest thing that we take for granted. And I think about kind of the way that I would try to craft for roles before, and I didn't even know what I was doing. There's so many little nuggets that we learn in the first year training that is just something you can't learn outside of the program. Yeah, so the interesting thing is I thought I was really into method acting, and I did a small trial of that, and it didn't really connect with me, and I knew some people who did Meisner training, and I didn't really know what to expect, but I thought, okay, using your imagination, I think I can do that. And so far, so good. It's worked out for me. I like being able to tap into experiences that I've been through, but not having to necessarily go back to that exact traumatic event, and being able to use those experiences in creating a new role or a new character. Well, we haven't gone that far yet, but just being able to use my experiences in creating something new with the imagination. Yeah, this opportunity was such a blessing for me. I probably for a year and a half I had a hodgepodge of classes, different locations, and they were fun, and I always learned something, but at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I knew the foundation of acting. I didn't feel grounded in what I was doing. I didn't know how to replicate things that I liked. And I think something I thought about often was I didn't know what my strengths were, and I didn't know what my weaknesses were, because I was just kind of having fun and taking on these roles, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I think Charlie's just amazing. When I was looking at different programs, I was specifically looking at the types of teachers, watching videos and stuff. And Charlie is honestly, I think, what any great actor or someone who wants to be a great actor, I think he's the type of teacher that you need, because in comparison to some other classes, like he's going to hold your hand, but he's not going to hold your hand. He's going to be tough. He's going to help you become a better actor. He's not just going to, be an easy teacher. He's going to pressure you, and he's going to put you in situations that are going to make you grow. And at the end of the day, that's the kind of teacher that I want. Yeah, 100%. And I think about that all the time, freaking out. Oh man, what am I going to do after this training is over? Charlie's not going to be there. I mean, he's going to be there, to reach out to, but it's definitely super nice to have someone who's paying full attention to you. And I think the interesting thing about the pandemic is, because our classes are smaller, he's able to really give us that time that we need, and it's honestly been life-changing for me, because I had been reading so much about, what to do during auditions, what to do around casting directors, and at the end of the day, I just didn't feel like I had that foundation of acting to be able to perform to my best ability. And I didn't want to continue being put in front of these casting directors who may or may not remember me and may be like, oh, this person isn't very good. I wanted to become better so that then when I did more auditions, they would remember me in a good way. It's just so funny, because my dreams of what I thought I wanted out of my career changed a lot since I moved to New York. And, I once wanted a creative agency, and then was like, you know what? You've always wanted to do acting. Just try it. If you're not good, you're not good. And since beginning this training, I strongly believe that this is my calling. And I'm just so fortunate to have this other career that's able to allow me to take classes and still pay my rent at the same time. Yeah, it's so funny, because I was actually going to say just commit, because I think it's so easy to get in our heads. I also was someone who, was stuck in the past for so long, wishing I had started sooner. But I think that you really have to believe in yourself, no matter where you are, in terms of like your training, and just stay committed. Something that Charlie always talks about is just being resilient. The work is gonna be hard, and life is gonna be hard. Your career is gonna be hard, but any I would just tell anybody who wants to do this and has a dream to do this, or even an inkling of being interested. I would just say commit. Just commit to it. Put your heart and soul into it, and you're gonna be busy. That's just life. Life is never gonna slow down. So just stay committed. Yeah, I've actually loved it, and I think it's interesting because so many people will be like, "Oh my God, you're doing training online. You can't act online," and I totally disagree with that. If you think about it, the camera is always on you anyway, so you just get used to it. But um, I think in some ways I'm the type of person that likes a challenge, and I think doing this work online did just that. And even when we're in scenes, when I watch some things where if you're doing a scene with your partner, and for instance, you have a glass of water or something, the other person has a glass of water, and it's the giving and the receiving, and just watching that happen in real time is just fascinating. And so I'm actually someone who really thought that it was perfect timing to do this during COVID, and I wasn't I wasn't going to let the fact that it was on Zoom stop me from doing this training. But at the same time, there's something to look forward to when it comes to working in this space. And my classmates and I get along so well, but I'm definitely looking forward to that environment of seeing students and faculty just around me. I like being really immersed in things that I'm interested in. So I'm excited to be back in the studio. My class and I are so close. Some of us do live in other parts of the world, so we've met up like once, and we're planning on meeting up again. We've done some happy hours online. Um, we also love attending. I'm in the morning class, but we love attending the night class, watching them, supporting them, getting ideas, and I don't think the community aspect is missing. I think it's still there, and I can just imagine what the presence would be like in person. At first, I was kind of embarrassed, like, oh, I'm going to the night class, and then it was every single night class I was there, and it's just so entertaining. And because we have a small class in the morning, it was just nice to see other people work, and it's inspiring. Everyone thinks so creatively and so different, and I really find it beneficial to go to the night class and attend whatever workshops you can. Yeah, I really enjoyed all the workshops that I went to. I will say that the emotional prep was just mind-blowing for me. It was so easy to receive these tools that then I could apply to my work. And for all the other ones, it just opened my mind to what's out there. And again, back to what is acting training. I haven't done movement classes, I haven't done voice classes, and it was just really interesting. These teachers are so passionate about the work that they do, and to me that is really inspiring, just to be in sessions where people are really passionate. And yeah, like you said, I'm just excited to do them in person because I I just want to soak up whatever I can, and I need more than these 3 days. But regardless, it has been a really awesome opportunity to be able to take them online. I mean, there like aren't enough good words to use to describe Charlie. I think going back to me being attracted to people who have passion, this guy's passionate, and you can see it in his eyes when he talks about your crafting, when he talks about your activities, your exercise, whatever you're doing. You can just see that he's just so excited to share this information with you. And I think the thing I really like about him is that, you know he's only going to, I don't know, in some ways I feel like he's only going to make you better if you're wanting to get better. He's not, if he can tell that you're not interested or you're not putting the effort in. Like, you know, at that point, it's like you're the one who's not doing the work. If you put in the work, he's going to put in the work. And he's passionate and he's committed to you. He's committed to making you a better actor. I think he really does want success for everyone he teaches. Mm-hmm. And if you just want someone who's going to light a fire under you, then Charlie is your guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's amazing. He's so amazing. When I first quit my full-time job to start freelancing, I fell in love with New York all over again. And no matter what city I go to, I feel like New York is the best city in the world. And so it's really exciting to be on this acting journey in New York where, you know, acting is so prevalent and, you know, the training is so amazing. And I don't know, for anyone who says New York is dead, it's not true. It's you know, it was quiet. Yeah. It was definitely quiet throughout the pandemic. Mm-hmm. But people are anxious to be social again. And especially with the warmer weather, I mean, the parks are loaded. The streets are busy. Like, New York never died. Yeah. And I'm just excited to even, I thought I'd never say this, but I'm even excited to, like, take the subway again. I'm excited to, you know, go out with friends, go to dinners, go into the studio. Like, I mean, I don't even know what that's like. You know, this whole training for me has been online. So it's just things to look forward to. Going back to the training and people who are interested in doing it, you know, if you're really wanting to do this for your whole life, you should have at least 2 years to be able to commit to the training. Yeah. Because otherwise...
Visit the Maggie Flanigan Studio to learn more about the 2-year acting program as well as the Meisner Summer Intensive. Actors who are serious about professional actors training and preparing for long acting careers should apply for admission to the studio programs.